Hello my lovelies, welcome back on my channel, or welcome to the journey if this is your first time joining. My name is Willow and I react to music I don't know. And today I've got another coffee request from John. Yes, I made sure it was the right John, the same John. I didn't realise that I ended up in the end putting two of your requests back to back, but it is what it is. It's meant to be that way, I guess. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for your incredible support. I really appreciate it. And so the request is for another BLACKBRIAR. I'm being hit with another BLACKBRIAR. I'm really excited about this. And the song is Weakness and Lust. And according to the words of John, and I trust he knows what he's talking about, he says most of the messaging is taken from the Malleus Maleficarum. I always want to say Maleficarum. Don't ask me why. I'm not meant to be dyslexic, but maybe I am. I don't know. The Malleus Maleficarum, which is a text about witchcraft, like a really ancient text. It translates as the Hammer of Witches. And it is the best known text about witchcraft, basically. Yeah, originally published in 1486. That's my jam. That's my kind of shit. Give me an old book about witchcraft and whatnot. Although, I mean, it was written by the German Catholic Church, so I've not read it. I feel like that's something I should have read, or I should read. But anyway, you know what? Maybe all I can do is listen to the song and find out about it, so... That's what we're gonna do. And he also added that it's another creepy video, and sign me up. If it's creepy, creep me the fuck out. Not in a bad way, just with creepy music videos, you know. Not in real life. In real life it's fine. Unless it's ghosts. Ghosts are fine. Human interaction, not so much. Joking. Not in a creepy way anyway. Alright, let's jump in. I'm excited. Okay. Oh. Emerging from the sea. Stroking wood. I do that too. She like a siren. Oh, I'm really loving that heaviness in the background. Called it. She's a bitch. Witchcraft. Oh, started very sweet, but then got darker. Interesting.
You can blame it all on me, your filthy practices and thoughts.
I'm loving the cello in the background though.
I'll confess I'm lost. I am driven by weakness and loss. You can blame it all on me. I am the cause of all your loss.
Oh. That is creepy.
I am the instigator of all hate. I bring the rain and cloud, and for all the sins you commit, I am the one to blame, and confess I'm lost.
I love that bit.
I am driven by weakness and lust.
Oh. I do love a creepy piano. Like, mysterious but melancholic. That was interesting. Okay, before I look into the lyrics, because I didn't catch everything, I feel like I caught most of it. Let's talk about the music first. I feel like it did an amazing job at keeping like the mysteriousness, the like, how can I describe it? This kind of like suspense the whole time. Kind of, there was a sort of suspense. I feel like I have to listen to it again to like integrate it properly. I love when strings or like orchestras, but most specifically strings, are being used just in general, but also with like metal. I don't know, I feel like they add just so much, and they have this sort of cinematic quality to them that I feel like, you know, works really well with music like that. That's really dark but also theatrical. You could feel like you're in a horror film in a way, and I'm loving that. So it starts straight up with the strings, a bit of piano. If you were to just isolate the piano and picture like a Victorian house, or like even older, like, you know, shot in a horror film of just like, you know, like a slow shot of someone walking around the house with this piano alone, like you're like, something's gonna happen, or like they're like, it's really bringing that sort of like sadness, but also like something's going on, something could, you know, happen at any moment. I'm loving this. Oh yeah, and then when, you know, it starts slowly with the piano, the strings, and then just her voice being like eerie, you know, and very, very airy as well, like bit breathy. And then when the whole band comes in, it's just like, and the bass is so low, like it's great. It's like I think it makes it even like extra nice because her voice is so high pitched, but everything else is like so like, you know, it really like separates together. Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say like it's all nicely tied together, but the fact that they're so like opposite to each other, just a nice quality. And in the chorus, like, I don't know, whatever she does with her voice, I love everything she does with her voice as well. In the chorus when she goes, I'm lost, is that how she sings it? Yeah, I'm lost, but like the way that it's complemented with the instruments, I don't know, it does something to me. I love the use of the sort of music box sort of xylophone as well thing, like ding 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 ding. That's very like, it's really often used in like films about magic, like Hocus Pocus, Harry Potter, like this little like fairy dust. Picture some fairy dust that like goes ding 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 ding. But in this case it's like creepy. Yeah, and that part also with like the cello in the background that just goes this sort of like dum dum, like it is really cinematic. Like, and I know they're quite like theatrical in their music with what I've heard so far. There's only 2 other songs that I know, but like they've got this sort of like film soundtrack sort of vibe. But like I feel like in this one it's even more prominent, especially with that part. Like I feel like I'd even love if they had only an instrumental version of this. I'd love to just listen to the instrumental. I know I'm going to be re-listening to this again multiple times. It's too early for me to rank, I think, in terms of like favorites, but let's just jump into the lyrics quickly. So I called the beginning, I infiltrate your dreams, I'm the reason for your adultery. All right, straight to the point. With my I don't even know if I can say that word, concupiscence. What does that even fucking mean? Strong sexual desire. All right, I didn't know that word. Okay. With my concupiscence, am I even saying that right? I don't know. Of the flesh, I will obstruct the venereal act. Okay. The reason for infertility. Oh, like I suppose in their like original relationship. Okay. With a touch, a look, or an amulet, your misery is my responsibility. I am the instigator of all hate. I bring the rain and the plague, and for all the sins you commit, I am the one to blame. And confess I must. That's very like, you know what? I mean, in this sense, I guess they actually are the reason, like, the character she's, or like the story that she's relating here and portraying, I suppose, are actually evil. Like, I wonder, I really should try and read at least a summary. At least a short version, a translated short version of the Malleus Conferic. I wish I had the focus and time to read the whole thing. Maybe someday. But yeah, assuming that like that is, if that's the message, like it's taken directly from what they were probably saying about witchcraft, like these people are evil and they do all these things. You know, they will cause you to do adultery. Obviously, it's much easier to be like, oh no, I've cheated on my wife. The witch made me do it. It's raining too much. It's the witches, the plague, it's the witches and the devil, right? We know that clearly it wasn't the case. Like, but assuming they're going with the perspective that there is, like, you know, that she's portraying an actual witch and she is the actual reason for all of these things. I am the liar by nature, the cause of shipwreck, like the song of the sirens. See, okay, I thought that at first straight away, like coming out of the water, I was like, siren. She's a siren. She was like, I'm the cause of your adultery. Like, you know, that I feel like that's something that sirens would do as well. You know, they're really enticing. They sing, and the men like are like, ooh, what is this song? I'm so like intrigued and like attracted and like whatever, you know. So I went straight like, yeah. I love that she's mentioned that, and you know, maybe that the whole video was actually inspired also by that lyric, that idea. But even though they're like very different things, sirens and witches, but you know, like the song of the sirens, luring you to sin with my witchcraft. She did say witchcraft, all right. She didn't say bitchcraft. Can this be a word? Can we make this a word though? Oh, like, you know, instead of saying, oh, she's such a bitch, be like, she does bitchcraft. Oh, that'd be funny. Confess I must. I'm driven by weakness and lost. Interesting. I wonder if that's really what they were saying in the original text, you know, being like, yeah, witches are evil, they're so bad, they're like, they're weak people, and I guess her weakness is her lust. But I was gonna say, how can you be driven by weakness? Like, if I feel weak, I stay in bed, you know, I don't do shit. You can blame it all on me, your filthy practices and thoughts. Yeah, see, that's where it turns. I knew there was a twist, because I didn't catch that lyric, but I knew there was a twist. Kind of like, yeah, go on, blame it all on me. I'm all those things you say I am. Like, right, yeah, you filthy pig, go on, keep doing what you're doing, right? Just keep being a horrible person and say that was the witch. Yeah, go on, I'll take it. See, yeah, I'm the instigator of all hate, I bring the rain and the plague, and for all the sins you commit, I'm the one to blame, and confess I must, I'm driven by weakness and lust. I love that. I love that there was that twist, you know, because, you know, I do love the idea that she was like, you know what, yes, I'm going to be an evil witch, and this is the story of that song, sort of thing. But I love it even more that it's just like, you know, bringing up the absurdity of like the thing of like, still nowadays, but in different ways, but still nowadays, and like even more back then, where there was just like, make it make sense, let's hang someone for whatever we think they've done, right? And that's fine because they're evil. But surely hanging someone is not a sin, right? No, that's fine. I like that it turned about, like, it is this sour sort of, like, it is subtle, but it's like, I'll take the blame, but like, in the end, am I really the evil one? You tell him! What's her name? Zora? Yeah, you tell him, Zora. But anyway, yeah, no, I honestly really enjoy that. I enjoyed the lyrics, enjoyed the vibes of the video, enjoyed the obviously the topic. Anything about witchcraft, sign me up. You know what, I think I'll be binge listening to that one because I really enjoyed it. So thank you so much, join for your reaction. No, that doesn't even make sense. My mouth just wants to go faster somehow, and like, it's just like, do you need all those words? Let's just make it one. From, you know, take the first word of the sentence and the last one and put everything together. People will understand. Clearly not. Clearly not. I feel like that's what happens all the time. I always end up misspeaking because of that. I'm trying to go too fast. Thank you, John, for your reaction. That's not for your request for this reaction. That's not, like, I can't even, I'm not even making sense. Anyway, if you do have a request of your own, there is a link in my description below for my Ko-fi page where you can leave the reactions, the requests that you'd like, the suggestions, the everything really, the donations, the tips, just a nice little message as well. You can do that. But I also have a Patreon if you want early access to these videos and access to more exclusive content. That's all on Patreon, also in the description below. And if you just in general want more from me, I have another channel where I talk about this kind of stuff. I talk about witchcraft, and I guess I could make a video about the Maleficarum. Where's the Maleficarum? I did it right. I said it right. Fuck yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I guess it would give me a fucking reason to read about it, or read the whole thing, and maybe I could make a summary for you in 3 years. But anyway, I've got a whole channel also linked in the description where I talk about witchcraft and ghosts and all this sort of weird stuff. So if you're interested in that, check it out. And also got a podcast. Episode 4 will be coming this year sometime. But anyway, if there is anything you should do other than these things, is subscribe to this channel. If you enjoy my content, please, it helps so much, and it's free, you know, so you would make me very happy for free. And you can also like this video if you want, or not. If you didn't like it, just go, don't say anything, I can't take it. But anyway, if you have any other suggestions, feel free to let me know down in the comments as well. And I hope you have a lovely, sunny and warm day, as it is here. And if it's cold and not sunny, I apologize. I'm sorry. I will be enjoying the sun for you. Alright, bye.